Good evening, folks. Welcome to Around South Jersey with Jim Quinn. I am your guest host tonight, Derick Glenn. Welcome to the program. If you're watching on Comcast Channel 22, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or Instagram, want to welcome you to the program. The easiest thing for you to do is jump on over to the Facebook Live so you can follow along with us. You can ask us any questions. You can tell me that you love my new hat and T-shirt from SERVPRO. Tonight, my very special guest live in the studio, Kellie Miceli,
hey.
The one and only. Kellie, how are you?
Hello, I'm fabulous. Thank you so much.
I love the hat.
Thank
I love
you.
the hat.
Thank you.
I like my new hat, too.
Right?
Yeah,
Stylish.
yeah.
Yay. Thank you, SERVPRO.
Thank you for being on the program with us tonight.
It's my pleasure.
We have a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of stuff about the business, the organization. There's a lot of people that are watching that can relate to your business, what you guys do, the services that you offer. So, we're going to get into that. I also want to talk tonight a little bit about what you do in the community as well when you're not doing SERVPRO.
All right.
What kind of fun
Awesome.
stuff you do with the kiddos and the baseball, and
Yeah.
you sponsor a baseball team. And
we actually coach.
you coach a baseball team.
Babe
even
Ruth.
better.
Babe Ruth
Wow.
in Millville.
Even
Yeah.
better. Even better. So let me ask you. Let's start out by saying, how did you get involved in SERVPRO? This is a two-part question.
Okay.
And I want you to tell our viewers exactly what SERVPRO is.
Okay. So basically, just to start from the beginning, my parents grew up here in Millville.
Okay.
And so they left, when they were younger, and I lived in 5 different states. Well, when I moved to San Diego, I hooked up with a restoration company in about 2003, and that's what kind of started my career in restoration.
Cool.
And in the plumbing world and mechanical world. So when I moved back home to beautiful Cedarville, down the street, yeah. My husband's from New York, and so we're Lawrence Township.
Okay.
And anyway, so SERVPRO kind of hunted me down, and
Wow.
I was up on LinkedIn or whatever. I took a little time off, enjoyed the big yard, and trying to plant all the flowers and get adjusted. But I went and interviewed with them, and I was really impressed because SERVPRO is actually the largest restoration company in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, and people don't really know that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so I just was really impressed with the owner, the manager, and really, quite frankly, the whole team. When I walked into the place, they had so much equipment, and they can actually store all people's things there. They, if you have a flood,
Yeah.
they can take all the things out, dry all your stuff, take it all out, and store it for you. It's called pack out.
Wow.
And they keep track of every little thing, every little list that they take out to put it back in.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so ultimately the goal is to try to make your life, if you have a flood or a fire, get everything back like it never even happened. That's their motto.
Wow. And
Yeah.
that's the important thing, is getting back to where you were before that. So in a nutshell, so you kind of just went over a little bit. SERVPRO
Yeah.
is a restoration company. It helps if you have a flood
Right.
or a fire. But so what happens in the sense that somebody that I, God forbid, that I do have one of these? How does that process? I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
There's probably somebody goes through this. There's a whirlwind of emotions that they're going through.
It's stressful.
So, So how what do people do? They reach out to you,
Absolutely.
and then as soon as it happens, I'm assuming. As
Right.
soon as it happens, the sooner the better, I would imagine.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's a great question because you don't want to wait.
Yeah.
A lot of times this type of situation can literally be the worst day of your life.
Yeah.
If you've got
absolutely.
a pipe breaks in the ceiling and water's coming down and it's flooding several floors.
Yeah.
If the sewage line backs up and creates a sewage spill in your house.
Oh, my God.
If there's a kitchen fire or the whole fire burns down.
Yeah.
You're going to need a place to stay. obviously, if you're a renter, you're really working with the homeowner. You're going to have to get with the homeowner, right? And let him know what happens. But if you own the home or you're in charge of the facility, because we do big time commercial as well.
Wow.
So we can do your house, or we can do, the Borgata.
Wow.
We could do any type of structure. In fact, we did a big fire. I don't know if you remember last year in Pennsylvania, the governor's mansion was that fire up there. So we went and helped with that facility.
Wow.
So we do big and small all day long. Wow. So to answer your question, though, the number one thing to do is if you have a flood, friends, call your friend Kellie Miceli and say, hey, this is what I got going on. Yes. Obviously, if you have a plumbing issue, you want to call a plumber and try to solve the plumbing issue, right? Because you don't want it to keep flooding.
Yeah.
But you can call us in, and we'll help guide you through the whole way. We do suggest calling your insurance company straight away as well and potentially putting in a claim with them. I like to deal with the person that I bought my insurance from.
Okay.
Because they're my friend, I know them. They're going to kind of guide me through it. Like, hey, don't worry, your house just burnt down. This is the worst day of your life. We're going to get you hooked up with some place to stay. Yeah. And it's a familiar friend, and I want to be your friend in the industry as well. So if you call me, my first thing is don't worry, right? I got you. Yeah. We also do something called biohazard, which is, we work for the state troopers and the police officers. If somebody makes a mess in their car, we clean that up. Okay. We've even cleaned kitchens from top to bottom. There's a lot of grease that happens. So some restaurants down at the shore will call us and say, hey, come do a full clean. But pertaining to the flood or water damage, once you call your adjuster, your insurance person, they're going to initiate a claim. All the insurance companies love SERVPRO because they know we're 5-star. We take care of the client. We know the parameters. We know all the rules, regulations, and they know that we're going to do a good job. So not only we're doing the right thing for the client, we know what the insurance company's expectations are because we deal with them, all of them, every single day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you do want to jump on it immediately, though, Derick, because what happens is some people wait a couple days and the insurance goes, hey, you should have called us right away. Right. Because now it's negligence and we don't want to cover your claim. So if you see water damage now, you should call me right away when you find it and say this just happened. It's an emergency situation.
So, Kellie, let me ask you this. I want to say hi. Andy Reef just checked in on Facebook Live. Andy, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Hey, Andy.
So, Kellie, here's a question for you. So I have a flood in my basement, right? I was just going to throw this out. I'm 70 years old, whatever. Right now, I'm scared. Yeah. I'm panicking because this has never happened to me before in my life. Right. I don't know what to do. And, I'm not thinking straight. I'm not thinking, the only person I called my, my friend that lives down the street. And if they're watching right now and they say, all right, you're going to call Kellie Miceli. Am I going out of my realm if I say that you will help the homeowner with the process of what they need to do?
Absolutely.
In other words, Kellie, will you say to Martha, I'm just coming up with a name, could be Joanne, could be Lisa, Ryan, do you like that, Ryan? I threw that out there. She's watching, right? So what I'm trying to get at is, if they don't know, this is the order. This is who you need to call first. I need to call my insurance. I need to call them. Right. Will you guide them through the process and say, did you call your insurance company? Here's who you need to reach out to, Martha. You need to call this. You need to, and then you help them the entire process. Once they get their ducks in a row, then insurance, I'm sure, is going to say, get SERVPRO. Absolutely. You got the greatest restoration company in the world on your side to help you with get everything back in order and do exactly what you just said. So you technically could be almost in an essence like one of their number one calls to call SERVPRO and get the ball rolling.
That's right. A lot of people haven't called their insurance yet. which is fine. They're like, I just need to get somebody out here to clean it up right away. They're stressed out. So absolutely, you can call us first. Give us a call. You can check us out. It's as long as it's Team Fabiani. You call up. You say, hey, I know this little midget, Kellie Miceli, right?
Yes.
Hey, Kellie Miceli, right? Even if you call our office, they know who I am, right? And they're going to say, great, thanks for calling. We appreciate it. Don't worry. And then they're going to ask you some basic questions. Have you fixed the plumbing? Have you called your insurance? Don't worry about it. When would you like us to come? This is what you do. And our team is awesome. Our general manager there at our local office here has been there 20 years.
Wow.
And so they really know their stuff. Yeah. So a lot of the employees have been there a long time. And that does speak for great leadership, right?
It does. And I was talking to somebody last week, and we were talking about, Bagel University. See my coffee right here?
Oh, they have good bagels there.
That's Bagel University right there.
Nice.
He was saying about his staff. He's like, I have staff that have been here since day one, and that means so much. And so 20 years is a long time. Let me just say hi to a couple people that are checking in right now. Linda Young, Kelly Jones, Kellie Miceli is the best looking great, and thank you for explaining how it works. Kelly goes above and beyond for people so amazing. Thank you, Linda.
Oh, thanks,
Young,
Linda.
for checking in. So, what led you? Well, we already kind of talked about what led you to SERVPRO, Team Fabiani. We kind of talked about why people call you, obviously for flood damage, for fires. And flood goes hand in hand with a plumbing issue. If there's a plumbing issue, your plumbing backs up from whatever, or it could be anything.
Right.
Is there anything that you see or that you've seen that's not typical, that was like a rare occasion that you guys got a claim for?
You know, what's really interesting is when there's a big storm, like a hurricane.
Yeah.
When you see those big hurricanes and the whole city's down and people are rushing in, SERVPRO kind of calls in all the troops.
Yeah. So the same thing with that. I'm sorry to cut you off, but same thing with that. You don't even think about that. You don't even think about windstorm or snowstorms or other things, or a tree falling on somebody's house and now it's wrecked and damaged the entire half section of your garage, or whatever.
Exactly.
Don't even think of that. Don't even think of all that. To bring you guys in to do the restoration for that. Let me ask you this, Ryan. Can we put that card back up? Can we put Kellie Miceli's business card back up there for a second? I want you guys to see this. If you're watching, folks, right now, especially on Facebook Live, get your phone out and click the QR code right there with your phone. Go right to your television. Click on that QR code. And hit that up. Reach out to Kellie Miceli, Team Fabiano, and store them in your phone. And this is what I like to do. If there's a product, if there's a service, if there's an individual that I know I may possibly need one day, what I like to do is I like to store them in my phone.
Me too.
And this right here would be an excellent emergency contact, Kellie.
Thank you.
This would be an excellent emergency contact, folks, because when you have a natural disaster or you have an issue, you're not thinking. You're
stressing.
You're thinking about your personal property. You're thinking about, how in the world am I going to do? And maybe you're not thinking, how do I get a hold of SERVPRO Team Fabiano to come in and to take care of this mess for me.
That's it.
Well, now you got it under your emergency contacts. Bam! It's done. You are locked and loaded. They can go right there. They can reach right out to you.
That's it.
And help make the process so much easier.
Exactly.
Beecher Preck is checking in with us on Facebook Live. Kellie is amazing. She has always been my first call when it comes to water damages, always going far above and beyond for all of her clients. The industry needs more like her.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Beecher.
I love that name.
Appreciate you.
I like that name.
Cheers.
Beecher, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
rad.
Cool. So you've been all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen a lot. You've been out in California. Man.
Yeah. Colorado. Skied all over Colorado,
Wow.
Texas, Florida.
Where'd you get the hat?
This was a hand-painted hat given to me by a friend in San Diego.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you. I
Good
like
for
to wear
you.
hats. You know,
for you. I do too.
Puts a little extra pep in your step, and you don't have to fix your hair.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're
Yeah, it
doing.
makes for
Exactly
a great
what
bad
you're
hair
talking about.
day.
Yeah. So we kind of just talked about a situation you see that people don't expect. Have you ever had a situation? Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Have you Team Fabiano?
Fabiani.
Fabiani. I keep saying Fabiano. I'm sorry, Fabiani.
That's all right.
Fabiani. Get it right.
I asked him when I met him, is that Italian for fabulous?
Ah, what'd he say?
He laughed. He said, yeah.
Yeah,
I said, great.
of
All
course
right.
it is.
I'll fit right in
Of course
here.
it is. And then you didn't argue with him because it was Italian. You didn't want to
That's
just
it.
use
That's it.
Have you ever seen or gone to a job where the folks have waited too long and it caused it wreaked havoc, or it caused issues that I don't want to say were unrepairable, but it just made things a lot worse than it should have been?
Well, I think everything is repairable,
Yeah,
right? In
yeah.
life, you could fix most things, right?
Yeah.
But what the things I've seen that have been a bummer for the homeowner, you know, they've paid insurance for years and years and years, and they wait too long. You know, oh, I see that got wet there. Even just a small area. You know, once that drywall gets wet, it only takes mold 72 hours to grow.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Wow.
So what I've seen is people say, oh, I'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then they call us and they get their insurance involved and they say, we're sorry, you're not going to be covered for this.
Oh,
And you're going
no.
to have to pay for this out of pocket.
Are you kidding?
So that is a real bummer that, you know, I can't stress enough just to get it handled straight away.
Yeah.
Because it's much
Yeah.
easier to dry the situation, maybe, you know, cut a little drywall out, dry the situation properly, fix it properly,
Yeah.
and get that covered, or have it be inexpensive just to pay out of pocket if you decide not to do a claim. Because once it turns into mold, a lot of policies don't even cover mold. So
Wow.
that's a bummer for people, right? So
Yeah.
you're right. It is imperative. Just call straight away,
Yeah.
handle it, get the opinion of it, get your adjuster involved, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Just don't wait, you know.
Right.
Hey, it's easy to put stuff on the back burner because we're
Yeah.
so busy,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
But the reality is, if you want coverage, you know, you want to deal with it straight away.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I can't stress that enough.
So have you ever and you've got in this business,
Yeah.
obviously, so customer service, to me, it sounds like, I don't know anything about your business, but I'm just assuming that customer service has to be huge for you.
Everything, yeah.
So walking into a home, and I'm going to paint the picture,
Yeah.
and I want you to tell me, all right? So you're walking into a flood. You're walking into somebody's pipes broke, and they went for 24 hours straight.
Right.
So they had a finished basement, and their family photo albums were down here, and their great grandfather's coin collection and everything else was down here, and then damaged,
Right.
maybe even destroyed.
Yeah.
And you get to the scene, and here's this poor young lady, older lady. What do you do? How do you engage with that person? And what do you do to comfort them and make them feel like everything's going to be okay?
Right. Well, I don't go to the jobs usually. I usually talk to the people on the phone, but they're having that same stress coming through, that
Yeah.
stress vibration coming through the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
So my immediate reaction is to put myself in their shoes, right?
Yeah.
And just treat people exactly the way I want to be treated,
Right.
which is 5-star.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like you said, customer service, 5-star.
Yeah.
So my immediate reaction is to say their name several times, you know, and say it's going to be fine. You've made the right call. You know,
Yeah.
we're specialists in this. Don't worry. We're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna handle everything.
Yeah.
And then really the people that go in, our team, are highly certified, highly trained to deal with all sorts of emotional situations. In fact, we do crime scene cleanup. You know, if people unfortunately commit suicide, those type of scenes where people have been there, several weeks. And so our guys have seen a lot, and they've dealt with a lot of people with, emotional stress. So they're pros at it as well. They're 5-star in that aspect of it. Yeah. But the initial thing is just, like any customer service, just treat them like a friend, and treat them how you would want to treat your grandmother or anyone else, right? Absolutely. Just as a human, in really the worst day of their life in some situations. So the team is awesome at that, and they walk them through. They walk the steps, and once they turn them over to construction, they hold the hand and turn them over to Josh, and he says, "Okay, let's start picking out your flooring and what we're going to put back." And so it's a lot of hand holding.
So you brought up some great stuff. I want to check in with Facebook Live right now, folks. If you're watching on Comcast Channel 2, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram, wherever you're watching, shoot on over to the Facebook Live page right now on Quinn Broadcasting. You want to check it out. That's where you can communicate with Kellie and I right now. You can jump on here if you have any questions, any comments. If you want to just say, nice hat, Kellie, or Derick, I like your hat better. Whatever you want to say. Whatever is fine with me. But let me check in. We got some folks that are jumping on right now. Brandy Green. Go, Kellie. She's amazing. Thanks for checking in, Brandy. Appreciate that. Linda Young. Thank you for informing us. So knowledgeable. Linda Young also says 5 stars. All the way. Thank you again, Linda, for your comments. Appreciate it. And you guys, please like and share this Facebook Live right now with your friends and family. We appreciate it. So you just touched on something. I'm going to back up.
Sure.
Rewind. Ryan, we're going to rewind. So not only did you say, because I didn't get the whole thing with SERVPRO. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know what it is.
You know why? You know what I'm thinking? Because all I'm thinking is that SERVPRO comes in, and if you have a natural disaster, you have a fire, you have a flood, you have something, you come in and you clean up, right? This is what I'm thinking SERVPRO does. Team Fabiani.
Nice.
Team Fabiani.
Bravo.
I got it. He's not going to come after me now.
Bingo.
Fabiani. So, and you just touched on something that I didn't even have in my mind. You said, and we're going to go a step further, you said that one of my guys will call you to talk about how we're going to start putting stuff back together and picking out your new floor.
Yes.
This wasn't even a thought in my mind. So let's go now. We're going to take it another step forward now.
Right on.
So we just talked about the initial fire or flood or whatever happened. And
deflooding, decontamination, drying the structure, and demolition, right? So we demo things, we get rid of everything, all your things that need to be dried out, your keepsakes you were talking about. We want to get those back and save those if we can by packing out the whole house. And then we're a full construction company. Yeah. So we put everything back.
Not only are you coming in and taking care of the initial problem, you're going to help fix the problem, whatever the problem is, we're going to help get it fixed. Then you're going to get all the contents out. You're going to come in, and with any kind of clean out, I'm assuming you're going to come in with all the whatever the 40-yard container or whatever it is, right? To remove
whatever it takes
to remove the damaged whatever. Yep. And now you're going to look at fixing the problem.
That's it.
And repairing the basement or the bedroom or the garage, whatever it was.
Any damage.
Repairing it and putting everything back together to make it look just how it was before.
Like it never happened. Bada bing.
Man. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking of it.
And they're pros at it. Yeah, they just are like a machine. And we have really, I think, 5-star ratings there,
Absolutely.
on Yelp and
Linda
that, Google, and they do a stellar job.
Linda just said it. You guys are 5-star.
Yeah,
she said.
They really take pride.
Linda said Battle of the Hats. Who do you think is winning right now, Linda? Don't lie.
I like his SERVPRO hat, though.
Linda, don't lie.
Pretty sweet.
She's got a nice hat, though. Kelly's got a nice hat. This is my first time. I got a hat right here, I guess. Let me check in with Facebook Live right now. Shayna Barco, I want Kelly to take care of me when I need it. That's right. Absolutely.
Thanks, Shayna. So people think we're just like local. I do want to say this. We do have 20 branches, Fabiani. So even though it's a ginormous company, 2,400 individual franchises through the country. They've been in business 60 years, and we have 20 locations in southern New Jersey as well as Pennsylvania in the metro area and like that.
Holy cow.
We cover a big area, but we're like a family. The other branches are like our cousins, if you will.
Yeah.
Right? And Grandpa's like the big kahuna at the top. Let's say you had a house in North Carolina, you could still call and be like, hey, Kel, I had a flood. My renters called me. They've got a flood down there. Can you help me? So still you can call me for any place in the U.S., and I will help hook you up with the right people
I love it.
at the other branches.
So if somebody's watching, all right. So Beecher just commented again. She said your hats are the best. You like this? I guess you like
the SERVPRO hat is sweet, though,
like
right?
The SERVPRO? What is the logos on this side? There's a little logo right there. All right, Beecher, that's fine. So if I have a friend that's watching right now, we got people down in Florida that were tuning in the other day, and they have an issue.
Yeah, they can call me.
They can call Ryan. Can you do me a favor, Ryan? Can you throw the business card back up one more time, Ryan? Ryan loves me. There it is right there. Kellie Miceli. Folks, take a picture of that QR code right now. Store this in your phone under emergency contacts. Kellie Miceli. That's the only person you're going to need to call. When hopefully you don't. Hopefully you never have to call her. But if you do get into a situation like we're discussing, this is who you need to call for a natural disaster, for restoration. Kellie Miceli, Team Fabiani. Right there, that's got their 800 number. It's Kellie's cell phone number. You can hit her up directly right there. And again, scan that QR code. Ryan, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Folks, we have to take a commercial break. We want to thank our sponsors for supporting the program. If you are looking to sponsor the greatest multi-level program on television, which is this one, reach out to us here at Quinn Broadcasting. And we'd love to have you on as a partner with us. Folks, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, Kellie Miceli will be back live in the studio. We're going to talk about some things. And when we come back, we're going to talk about one of your most memorable restorations. Don't go anywhere. We will be back right after this on Around South Jersey.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
For decades, our dad has been a steady, trusted voice here at Mintz Insurance, helping neighbors, not just clients, protect what matters most.
As Dad steps into retirement, one thing stays the same: our commitment to this community.
We're proud to be independent, rooted right here in Millville. No call centers, no runaround, just real people ready to help, just like Dad always did.
Mintz Insurance, built on trust, proud of our past, and ready for what's next.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find Him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
He's got my phone.
Hey, folks, welcome back to Around South Jersey with Jim Quinn. I am your guest host in the studio live tonight, Derick Glenn. Want to talk about DuraShield LLC, where durability meets design. Residential and commercial flooring, epoxy, polyaspartic, polished concrete. You can reach Alex or Brian at DuraShieldCoatings.com, 609-666-9198. They will turn your garage or commercial property into a state-of-the-art luxury location. Just saw some work over the weekend. This is my son's business, and just saw some work over the weekend. They do the, I don't even know what it's called. My son's going to kill me because I'm saying maybe it's the epoxy. It's a different colored epoxy.
Yeah.
And what he did is he took a tabletop and he put the different colored metallic, whatever it's called, on it.
Yeah.
He mixed it together, blended it together. It looked like the ocean, and then he covered it with clear coat.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's going to make me
I
a
want
tabletop.
one of those
He's
for
gonna make me
my
a tabletop.
dining room table.
He could do it. I'm telling you.
All right.
You got to see the work. You got to go to DuraShield.com. DuraShieldLLC.com is amazing. Welcome back, folks. Around South Jersey. I am your guest host in this week, Derick Glenn, and I'm joined live in the studio tonight with the one and only SERVPRO queen, Kellie Miceli. And before we went away, we're talking about. So you just brought up a point. You have a son that plays baseball. What's it like raising a 13-year-old boy these days, huh?
I honestly feel like it's retribution from me being a teenager with my parents, right? I remember my mom saying, I did the best I could. And I used to be like, well, that's not good enough. And, but now I realize we're all just doing the best we can.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
So it's awesome. He's my only kid. I waited until I was 39 to have that baby. So I'm a bit of a late bloomer.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
He's rad, though. Leland Elvis Miceli. I tried to name him Elvis, but nobody would let me. So we got for the
You still got it in there.
Yeah.
You still got it in there.
He's going to high school. It's a trip, right? When they're making a big move like that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we enjoyed coaching his baseball team, that 13 to 16-year-olds, as you know, on the Babe Ruth.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch the kids evolve.
That's a good age. My boys were ornery, and they know if they're watching right now. You know, it's not a lie. I'm not making it up. You were ornery, very ornery.
I feel like
they were good though.
Yeah,
they were good. Ornery.
Yeah,
they were good. Never did anything to get them in trouble, legally, but
they were fun like you. Yeah,
yeah. They were fun. And then I look back. It's funny that you say that because I look back and I'm like, what did I do at 13? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, different than what they're doing. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot different.
Right.
We won't.
And no cameras then.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, no cameras.
Hallelujah.
Well, you had your camera. It was home and it was on the wall and it had a long cord.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy now?
Get the pictures developed. Yeah.
My God, yeah.
It was a process.
Remember going and getting the pictures developed and it was coming
so
out?
exciting. Yeah.
And the photo machine. They still have the photo machines, but the picture booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the mall.
Now there's an app for that. You could do it just right on your on the app. Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. So let me ask you this. What's been one of the most rewarding experiences for you working with Team Fabiani? Do you have one that stands out in your mind?
I've been with this team only a year, but I think the biggest reward to any business person is when the client says, hey, you really did a great job. Your team acted swiftly. They came right out. They were responsive to us. They answered all our questions. It couldn't have went smoother. And I think that's the biggest compliment. Mm-hmm. And people obviously telling their friends, that's better than any advertisement, right?
Absolutely.
That you're going to pay attention to. I think the best thing for me is when, like I did a commercial client, as I mentioned, Complete Care is a client of ours.
Yeah.
And, they had a mold situation and we just got it done quickly and swiftly and went through the whole process. And, people have businesses that they can't shut down during the day, right?
Yeah.
So we are a 24/7 service. So we
Yeah.
could come in the middle of the night. We could set an appointment to hammer out the work when the business is closed. But yeah, so I think my biggest accomplishment is just people saying, hey, you guys did a really great job and we really appreciate it. It was really professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good feeling.
It
you know,
is.
and when somebody acknowledges you, it's a good feeling to know that they feel, you know, that especially they feel that adamant about you that they refer you to a friend.
Yeah.
You know, because that's huge.
Right.
Referring a business or a company or anything to a friend is huge.
Yeah.
Huge, because I know I won't just refer anybody
Absolutely.
or anything out.
It's hard
You know,
to-
I'm looking.
yeah.
I'm looking out for my
You're
friends
looking
and
for
family.
your 5-star people to recommend.
Absolutely, you
Yeah.
have to. You have to.
And then
Because
when, you know, they're complimenting my whole team as well. So I really try to, if they're complimenting, hey, everything went smooth, I make sure to let my team members know,
Yeah.
hey, guys did a stellar job.
Absolutely.
They loved it. They
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
complimented you.
Yeah.
You know, I try to get the clients to write in a little letter saying, you know, hey, Jim stood out amongst
That's
them.
cool.
And, you know, I think it's
Absolutely.
important because people hear complaints an awful lot, but
Yeah.
a lot of times they don't hear the, hey, you did a great job. So
Absolutely.
that goes a million miles
Oh, man.
in my book. Yeah.
100%. Let me ask you this. So there's tons of companies out there. There's other companies that do what you do. Why do you think Team Fabiani? Why do you think Team Fabiani stands out amongst your competitors? Because let's face it, there are competitors. There's mom and pop shops that do what you do. There's other businesses that do the similar to what you do. And,
Yeah.
But why do you think Team Fabiani stands out, and why are you guys different than your competitors?
That's a great question. Number one, we're the longest, the largest, but with that being said, we are a family-owned company.
Yeah.
So even though it's a big company, you know, I know some people don't want to use the big box store and like that, but
Yeah.
Vince Fabiani owns our branches.
Yeah.
Right, and he's a wonderful person, and he's actually third generation. His grandfather's had a construction company, so he's third generation. In fact, one day they were doing some upgrades at the office, and when I came in, I saw Vince with a screwdriver down fixing the door, you know, and I
Wow,
thought, wow,
yeah,
cool,
yeah,
you know, the owner's like up in it to win it, and I
Yeah.
just really dig that.
Yeah.
So they are a family owned. When I go into the office, they're all a family. We're trying to figure out what we're having for lunch, and we're interested in everybody's, you know, what's
cool.
going on and the guys
Yeah.
in the field. And so it is a family. But what sets us apart, I think, is our capabilities.
Yeah.
Not everybody is going to be able to come in and do the governor's mansion. Not everybody is going to be to do a 30-story flood where it's just
Right.
coming down. You know, they just don't have
Yeah.
the manpower. We have generators. We have access to generators.
Yep.
We can actually create a whole makeshift building for temporary use.
Wow.
Like I said, we have a huge warehouse. We can just pack everything in.
Yeah.
And we cover every single area. So there's no place we won't go.
Mm-hmm.
And what sets us apart? I don't know. I want to say just like our customer service and our people, right?
Absolutely.
Like we're in
Yeah.
it to win it, and we
Yeah.
want to give you 5-star service, and we want to give you an experience
Yeah.
there. So
And you can tell just by you know your over the top personality, and you can tell how genuine you are.
Thank you.
About what you do.
Yeah,
You know?
passionate about it,
that
yeah.
you're not just putting on a front, you know, and you know you're this is who you are.
we're helping people,
Yeah,
right? Isn't that what
absolutely.
life is like,
Absolutely.
to help people? So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's incredible.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you. For
What do customers usually say after you've helped them, and let's say you've wrapped up and you guys are done? What are some of the things that some of your customers have said about the process and the completion of the restoration?
Well, it's not like they're getting a new car, right?
Right.
So, but they're complimentive.
Yeah.
Because I do follow up with my clients, and I'm like, how did it go?
Yeah.
You know, I call them in the beginning. Hey, I saw you put a job in. If there's any challenges, please call me. People want to know that they have a person to call. I mean, every time you call a place, it feels like you've got a computer, right? You're trying to push 1 for this, 2
Yeah.
for that,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So when you call, you always have a friend to talk to that can guide you through.
And so what you're saying is, if somebody calls, they call, they're going to get
Yeah.
you, or they're going to get an operator that's going to be there to help them
Yeah.
through the process. You're not
Right.
going to get an AI that's going to say press 2 for English and press 7 for Spanish, whatever, and they're going to be tied up, especially now they're so frustrated. This has just happened. They're so scared. There's 1,000 emotions going through their body. The last thing I want, if this happens to me, is an AI operator and I'm pressing buttons and I'm trying to get through to somebody because I need help.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's
frustrating.
That to me would probably be on the top of my list of things at the conclusion of the restoration that I would be thankful for.
Right.
I would be grateful for this. And I would say that, you know what? One of my biggest things, believe it or not, is that I got to speak to a live human being that was kind and compassionate and caring and understood what I'm going through and just wanted to be there to help me.
That's it.
So I think that's awesome. That's pretty cool. You know, we're going to touch on this lightly.
Yeah.
But tell me something funny. Tell me, is there anything you can think of through the process that that may have been funny, you know, or did anybody do anything that surprised you? You know, because again, we're talking about, you know, natural disasters and things of this nature. But did you in this process that you've been going through, did you have any customers that surprised you with anything, or was one customer any more upbeat than another when they called to report this major catastrophe? Is there anything you can think of? It's all right.
I mean,
it's okay.
I'm thinking about it, but there, you know, over the 22 years that I've been doing this, I've had so many, you know, people that have had a challenge. I remember this one client that had so much moisture coming in that there were like little plants growing.
No. Are you serious?
In the kitchen in the cracks.
Are you kidding me?
So that obviously was an emergency, but they were, you know, wanting to get that covered. But, you know, when you got plants growing, that was weird.
My goodness.
It was a weird one,
Holy moly. Hey, we're going to check into Facebook Live right now. Let's check into Facebook Live. Beecher said, better to know and not to need than to need and not know. I like that. He also said, top-notch service, no matter the size. Linda said, yes, she is so passionate and knowledgeable. Wow. Amazing job, Kelly. Knew it wouldn't be any less than 5 stars. Shayna Barco said, can we ask for Kelly? Can they ask for you?
You know, I would just dial my number directly for sure. But thank you for asking that, Shayna, because...
Ryan, can we populate that again, that business card?
Even if you guys call into the office, you know, please say, hey, please mention my name. Say, hey, Kellie Miceli, right? And if that's the case and you're calling for me,
There it is right there, Shayna.
Yeah.
Shayna, take down this telephone number, scan that QR code, put that into your emergency contacts, and that's her information right now. That's even her email address. If you guys have questions, so you're watching the show right now, and you're saying, you know, tomorrow, the next day, you come up with a thought. You have a question, and you're like, man, why didn't I? And then you start messaging Ryan at Quinn Broadcasting and asking Ryan, you know, what do you do for this? And Ryan's going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. So there's Kelly's email address right there. K. Miceli at SERVPRO.com. Scan that QR code. And you can reach her, the 800 number, obviously. But there's Kelly's cell phone number right there. And take that down. And you guys are good to go. So, you know, just recently on the show, I had an incredible young lady and her daughter, Verna Herman. I didn't know you were related. So, Verna just said hello.
Oh, hi, beautiful cousin.
See that, huh?
Love you.
It's like everybody's related. It's like everybody's related that comes on here.
It is interesting. It's funny to come back to...
A family reunion.
Yeah. It's funny to come back to Millville because I have lived here a couple times in my life, but to like come back in and get to know everybody in the community. One thing I can say about South Jersey is it is an awesome community. Everybody's looking out for one another. Everyone's referring good people. I can't tell you, when I bought my house from Tara Gonzalez, who's amazing. She knew all the tricks. She knew what to do. She knew who to call. Yeah. She had the best connections. You know, we had to get some new front steps. This was a challenge. She just knew it was on her game. Yeah. And so, but everybody was looking out. Everybody came and like moved all our stuff in just like in one day. Cool. Yeah. People come together for one another.
They do.
And you know, in our business, that's what we're doing. We all know. Okay, team, let's get it together. We got a fire over here. We got to all get in.
And I'll tell you what, Kelly, I'm glad you brought that up. Millville has a new regime, a whole new commission. New mayor, new regime, and they are working for the people of Millville. They are going to make a difference.
Awesome.
And they're doing a good job. They're starting to clean stuff up and, following the ordinances, and they're making progress.
Yeah, good.
So shout out to the Millville Commission.
Hey, shout out.
So, yeah, great job.
We do need to lock arms as a community and to make change. So I'm for it.
And, it's all up to you. If you want change, you can help make change. You know what I mean? If you want to make a difference, you can make a difference.
That's it.
Either you make a better difference or you make a worse difference. I mean,
I think some people think they don't really make a difference, but you do.
And it only takes one person to make a difference.
It really does to speak up. Yeah,
absolutely. Hey, we've got to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we're going to try and stump her with a couple more questions. Kellie Miceli from SERVPRO in the studio live tonight, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after these messages.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities. Plus, all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
For generations, Mintz Insurance has stood for trust, resilience, and community. And today, that legacy continues. This new generation brings fresh energy and enthusiasm to the same personalized, dependable service and ability to deliver that our clients have known for over 90 years. From Main Street to your street, we're here, local, loyal, and looking ahead.
Hey, welcome back to Around South Jersey with Jim Quinn. I am your guest host in this week, Derick Glenn. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching on Comcast Channel 22, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or Instagram, we want to thank you, and we ask you to please share and like the show tonight. Also going to ask you to jump on over to the Facebook Live. That's where you can ask questions. You can comment in real time, folks. Hey, we are back live in the studio right now with the one and only SERVPRO Queen, Kellie Miceli.
Thank you very much.
I'm so glad I'm so glad you came in tonight. I've learned I've learned about this type of business that you have.
Yeah.
You've educated me. You've educated everybody watching the program tonight. And if nothing else, you've given some people peace of mind, Kelly, because now we've put your telephone number, we've put your email address, your website into our phones and our emergency contacts. So God forbid, we're a business, we're a homeowner.
Yeah.
We know what to do in the event of an emergency. And I'm so glad that you were able to come on here and talk a little bit about this.
Thank you.
Is there anything, you come around and talk, so let's talk about that. If folks, if you're watching this, if you're a chamber, if you're a business, if you're somebody that's interested in learning about SERVPRO and how they can meet your needs and what they could do for you, is that something that you do? Do you go? You said you go around and you talk to people, you talk about the business and you talk about what you can do and how you can help. And,
Absolutely.
And all
so
that.
Really, I'm in marketing, right? And so my goal is to, for any establishment, I'm happy to get on the vendor list, get additionally insured for you to become a vendor. I'm happy to do a lunch and learn, any property management company or any business really that you're right that wants to learn about it. We have this really cool thing for commercial business. It's called ERP, Emergency Ready Plan. It's absolutely free.
Wow.
Okay, and what we do is it's an app that you have access to, and it puts all your emergency contacts. So let's say you're an owner and you own this building. Yeah. Okay, well, you go out of town. You finally get a vacation, right? Mm-hmm. And you want to give your access to your manager to the emergency ready plan. So if this goes down when you're out of town, he has access. He knows, call SERVPRO right away. This is what happens. This is our plumber. This is our electrician. Wow. And we go through to the mechanical room because a lot of people don't even know where their shutoff valve is. Wow. Right? They're stressing. Water's going all over. They don't even know how to shut the water off. Yeah. So this emergency ready plan, which I do for my clients, we have pictures of every different area. This is where everything's located. And it's cool. If you sell the business, you'll already have that into place. And everybody knows what to do in case of emergency.
And so you do this as a courtesy, as a service for businesses.
For my clients that are going to call me when it goes down. And I do. It's funny you said that. I hope I never have to call you. Yeah. When I meet people and I talk to them about my business, I say, man, I really hope you do never have to call me. But can I please ask you to save my number in case you do?
Yeah. And obviously that's the key. We don't want to have to talk
That's
to you.
It. Yeah.
We don't ever want to have to talk to
But it happens a lot.
But it does happen.
Yeah.
And we all know it happens, and we've all faced something, whether it was a backed up tub or a leaky faucet. I just had a young lady that I know over the winter. We had that real bad snow, and she has one of the blink cameras in her kitchen, and I guess to watch her kids and make sure they don't go outside. Well, I don't know.
That's smart.
But she was at work, and all of a sudden, she said it started to rain in her kitchen, and the blinks got. She's like, "What is going on?" Yeah. Well, here the ice caved in part of the roof. Something happened with 3 pipes burst that were going this way, this way, this way. It started as a little drip, turned into a drizzle, turned into a full-blown rain. The ceiling collapsed. It wrecked the entire kitchen.
Right.
Wrecked the entire kitchen. And then, of course, it flooded down into the basement, into the bedroom, into here. Just
detrimental.
One little thing turned into the whole house. Right. Just was damaged. So, and they actually reached out to SERVPRO.
Awesome.
So, So, and if Maggie's watching, she did the right thing. She did the right thing. She called the right people.
That's it.
Listen, we're going to wrap things up here. But is there anything else, Kelly, that you want the viewers out there watching to know about SERVPRO Team Fabiani? Anything that we haven't covered, anything we haven't touched on that you want them to know that you guys are there for, or what you can do that we haven't discussed tonight?
I would say that, number one, you can count on us. No job is too big or too small. we're going to do your home, we're going to do your business, we're going to do a huge commercial structure, we're going to do hospitals, we're going to do government, we do a lot of schools, municipalities. We work with all the fire departments because they want someone reputable to come out there and help the customers stressed out during your time of need. So I would just ask to please keep us in mind, as a resource, that we've got your back and we're well established and we have everything it takes to make it happen, and the insurance companies love us. So it's almost like you have a friend in the industry.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ryan, can you throw Kellie's business card up one more time for us? And I want to thank Ryan for the incredible job that he does here engineering the show. There it is, folks, right there. Get your phone out. Last opportunity on the show today. Take a picture of that QR code right there. Punch that into your phone right now. Kellie Miceli is the only name you need to know when it comes to restoration, to natural disasters, to fires in your home or your business. She is your business development representative right there. Is her cell phone number, her email address, and of course the website, the 800 number. I like your logo, like it never even happened.
Bada bing.
I love it. Kellie, I want to thank you for being on the program.
Thank you
tonight.
so
Thank
much.
you so much. This was great.
This
And
was so fun.
You were so informative.
Thank you so much.
So informative. You educated me as well as the thousands of individuals that are watching the show tonight. Thank you so much for this. Folks, I want to thank you for tuning into the program tonight. I also want to say a very special get well to Jim Quinn. I want folks continue to send good vibes and well wishes out to Jim so he can get back here in this hot seat in the studio. I am Derick Glenn, broadcasting for Around South Jersey until Jim returns. And once again, want to thank my very special guest tonight, Kellie Miceli.
Thank you.
I'm going to call you this forever, the SERVPRO Queen.
I love it. I'll take it. Thank you so much.
Queen. Next time you come
Thank
on, we're going to have I'm going to have Ryan do a survey, and we'll see whose hat is better. Folks, if you get a chance, go on Instagram under Quinn Broadcasting, and you'll see the little funny thing that Ryan did. I was at the Cape May Zoo on Saturday, and there was a turtle eating lettuce, and I was eating a sandwich here on Thursday, and Ryan thought it would be funny to put up a little clip of who eats better, the turtle or Derick.
Who won?
Well, so far the turtle's winning.
Oh, okay. So we need to vote on it on Instagram?
Yeah,
Is that
you can
what
vote
you're
on it.
Okay, I'll vote.
So far the turtle's winning. Yeah, it is what it is.
You got my vote, buddy.
Kellie, want to thank you again. Folks, you have been watching Around South Jersey with Jim Quinn right here on Comcast. Channel 22, Quinn Broadcasting, on all social media sites, including Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram. Continue to follow and share our programming. Wednesday night, we will have the incomparable Fred Melendez will be here. He is the chief sports commentator for Quinn Broadcasting. We're going to ask him some questions about his long-standing career in sports and also the entertainment business. Thursday night is an incredible foodie guest. I don't think we're telling them yet, Ryan, are we? No. We're not telling you yet. But all I can say is we're going to have a lot of sweet treats on the show Thursday night. So bring your appetite Thursday evening at 5 o'clock, because Ryan and I are going to be sampling some of the greatest and most wonderful, delicious baked goods in all of the world. I cannot wait to gain 10 pounds. You guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, please check us out Wednesday night at 5, Thursday night at 5, right here on Quinn Broadcasting and also Comcast Channel 22. Until then, I'm Derick Glenn. We'll see you guys later. Good night.
This has been a QBC television production in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22 and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.